Hey everybody, here for a quick late night stream. Um, yeah, not much really I'm planning on doing, just gonna play around. This is STAR-TGN 2.5. If you're tuning in after, because there's nobody tuned in right now, just starting the stream, not scheduled, but if you're watching the replay, thanks for watching, please subscribe. I have a bunch of tutorial videos if you're looking to get into the game, check those out. If you're looking for 5,000 credits to sign up new, be sure and go ahead and type in that referral code on the site. You can only do it when you first sign in, when you're creating your thing. If you don't do it then you won't get the credits. So make sure you do that. But yeah. Anyway, here we are in 2.5. This is let's see. Let me make sure I got sound here real quick. Oh, yep, that's some sound. That's some sound. Okay, I'm gonna turn the sound up a little bit because the game is far more interesting than I am. Turn some of the music up, sound effects up. Speech volume, I'm gonna leave that down. Cool. That's good. You know, I wanted to check one other thing with the options here. The key binding for I don't even know what I'm looking for. Console, strafe. So all the key bindings changed here, so they change almost every patch. So I'm looking for C. C is decoupled mode. Now what is the other one? Yeah, that's all I really need. I normally fly with a dual joystick, but I just haven't gotten around to setting that up yet. So I'm gonna go with this. So this is Port Alizar. This is the starting point for everybody in the game. If you get criminal status now, you'll start at a different one called Grim Hex. It has a totally different look. It looks like Pirate Place, and it's pretty cool. They did a really, really good job on it. So exploring this, the upcoming Dumpers Depot, which will have sales for weapons for your ships, stuff like that. You'll notice my frame rate isn't great. It's like 26, 27, 28. I have a really powerful computer here too, so it's not that you can't really get much more than that at this time. So that's a good thing to know when you're getting into it. But you know, honestly, 25, 26, it's totally playable. So you can't VR with it, but other than that, it's totally playable. And hell, you know, VR isn't implemented yet in the game anyway, so you won't be doing that. You got some small shops in here. They've been added. They started adding shops in 2.4, where you can get yourself some good UEE clothing. So they got kind of the nice, preppy, clean UEE clothes here that you can get. You can get your jackets and stuff. You can try them on. Oops. Guess you have to hit the F key to get out there. So, shoes and hats. There's going to be a bunch more coming. They said that pretty much every landing spot that they put into the game is going to have some cool wares, cool kicks to put on. So, some shoes, like the Future Air Jordans. I'm not even sure I can say that online. Whatever. Anyhow, here we go. I'm sure I can. All right. So then there's the other side. Over here has a couple more shops. You got your gun store, live fire weapons. Keep calm, carry one. So inside the weapon shop, you got this dude here. One of a few AI. They're just on a loop right now, but in the coming 3.0, it used to be 2.7, now they've changed it to calling it 3.0. They're going to have something called subsumption, which basically means that the characters will be moving around on a interaction-based thing. So they'll have like a list of options that they will choose from based on the context of where they are. So if they're standing in front of a bathroom, then they'll go to the bathroom. Anyhow, here we go. You can get your energy pistols or your ballistic pistols. Here you can get ballistic rifles. A lot of ballistic rifles. I guess you can't really get ammo here, which is kind of interesting. You'd think you'd be able to, but you can't. And then you can get med bins if you can select them. Cool. All right. So, and then, oh yeah, and the last but not least, you got the Garrity Defense. I always thought that said Gravity Defense, which didn't make any sense at all, but apparently it's Garrity Defense. And this is where you get your space armor, your space suit, your EVA suit. So starting from, they got a bunch of different colors of the basic ones here, and then they have the more elaborate ones that cost more. This is the one I have right now. But damn, they've done a good job on these. Every suit you can kind of see up in the corners up there. You can see the little bit of screen, so we're actually seeing part of the helmet. Like if you wear this one, you'll see just like a small section of you. So it gives you a lot more armor, which is great if you're doing a lot of PvP elements, because a lot of this game is first-person shooter, but you're definitely limiting your vision. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the middle here, and we're gonna pick a ship. So what ship do we want? Gladius is just on free fly right now, so I don't actually own one of those. I think I'm gonna go with my good old Saber. Just because it's cool. Alright, press F to access that, and then F to get back out. Head out. Can't see where my ship is if I'm not in first person mode, unfortunately. Alright. So this is my ship. You got the various points here that you can equip and unequip weapons. I have mine pretty set up, and since there's nobody really watching, I'm just gonna hop in. Launch isn't complete. I'm still on the ground.
System overheating. Landing complete. Launch complete.
So there's some bugs.
Begin scan. Landing gear retracted.
I don't know where Korea is now in this game. Oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. But I've heard there's some ways to to get some money by finding some bottles over here, so I think that's my goal. There we go. I don't know if there's anybody. Alright. Let's see if there's anybody over here. Let's see. There's Security Post Korea. That's where we're going. There's normally some people PvPing over here. We'll see if I can actually PvP. Hey, Zara. Sorry, I just saw your message. You look for which ship to buy? Is that what you're looking for? 'Cause I can definitely suggest that. It's kind of, how much you're wanting to. Yeah, it's a great game. Yeah, it's kind of just like what you're looking for, like how much you're looking at spending on it. Um, this is the Saber. It's not currently available right now, but it's my favorite fighter ship. It's between it and the Super Hornet. But I would say if you're not sure if you want to play the game, I would go for the well, really, let me see. Really, either of the basic starting packs. I mean, get the combo, so the one with the both the game and the single player game, because that's definitely gonna save you a lot. Because it's like 45 bucks to buy the single player game later, so you don't have to spend that. It's like um, only 15 bucks more to get the combo. But if you want to spend like a little bit more and you don't want to get the basic package, I would go for the Avenger. I think that is awesome, like a great way to go. But you kind of have to do it in a weird way. You want to buy the game package with both kits, and then you want to upgrade. It's called a cross chassis upgrade, and there's just go to the upgrade section on their site after you've gotten your ship, and you'll be able to get that. It's definitely definitely worth it. You kind of have to find some workarounds to save money on this game. If you do go with a base ship and you want to upgrade, go with the Mustang. And the reason is because for whatever reason, even though the Aurora and the Mustang are basically in the same range of ship and they cost the same, when you go to upgrade the chassis, the Mustang is worth like $5 more, $10 more. So you spend $10 less on the upgrade to the next ship. Other than that, I think a lot of people prefer the Auroras. I find them difficult to handle, or not very good handling. All right, well, there's not much happening over here. You know what? We'll go inside. But yeah, that's what I would say. I would say for a starter ship, for sure, the Avenger is the best starter ship. Like, no question about it. Especially like 3.0 is coming up, and they're gonna have cargo hauling and stuff like that implemented. So that's gonna give you some room for a little bit of cargo and stuff. You won't have to just stick to purely gunning people down if you don't want to. But it's a great ship. I don't currently have one, but I wish I did. It's the same brand as this one, which is Aegis, I think. Yeah, Aegis. So it flies like a dream and has some cargo. There's different versions of it, so you'll have to look into which one you want. There's versions for bounty hunting and cargo, and there's one for, I think, electronic warfare, so you can actually like stop people from running away or stop people from moving. You have like this big EMP charge that you can set off. That was working. I'm not sure if it's working in game right at the moment or if it's even available right now, but it's awesome. It's a really powerful, and people don't give it anywhere near enough credit. All right. So, but yeah, thanks for asking a question. Appreciate that. Ooh, there's a public enemy over there. Oh, we're already here. Problem with going inside when you're solo is that people will blow up your ship. So, anyway, my in-game tag too is Armor Citizen. If you do join up, be sure and add me again if you want. Whenever I'm on, feel free to join me, and hit me up. I try to check the chat when I can, or hop on and I'll be streaming, and feel free to, just say you're online. I'll party up with you and we'll go have some fun. So later in the game, I want to focus on exploration. So I'm going to have a big ship, and I'll be on a lot in that big ship, and it can hold quite a few crew members. So I'm sure I'll have places for pretty much anybody who wants to come and hang out. But yeah, so this is Security Post Korea. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That's no bueno. Whoa! Alright, I'm running. My freaking thing's glitched. No. Oh, that's weird. Okay. So it's good to go. Ha! It was just glitched out. That's funny. Wow, that was weird. Yeah, so Huh. That's really odd. That's a new one. So it's just not showing the animation of it switching my weapons. That's the thing, like, if you treat this like a finished game, you won't have fun, because it totally has its glitches right now. It's complete alpha. But if you treat it for what it is, ooh, nice. That's what I was looking for. These give me money. Alright, so if you treat it like it's an alpha and you realize that your animations might not load and your machine gun or your pistol will look like a machine gun but only fired like a pistol, then you can have a lot of fun. Now I need to get out of here before that guy comes back and revenge kills my ship. So I'm going to head out here. Also, if you're going to play, which it sounds like you are, then the pistols are awesome. Like, everybody goes for the machine gun right away, but the ballistic pistols in particular are really, really good right now, at least. Alright. So, no, you can't explore planets yet. Unfortunately, that's 3.0. They're expecting that to come in December. So, and they've actually said that the entire system, the entire Stanton system, which is pretty big, it's gonna be like 100 locations to land in or something. They're saying it's roughly, it's hundreds of hours worth of play that they're gonna be adding in. But the entire Stanton system is going to be added in 3.0, which is going to be really, really cool. Alright. So to take off, I hit spacebar, hitting forward, pushing in to get out of landing mode. Alright. So I love it when those big guns come up on the side. I haven't looked at what this looks like when it goes in and out of landing mode. Alright. Let's see. Oh, that's awesome. This is the detail of this is like mind-blowing. Absolutely impressive every single time. Like, watch the mechanics of the gear. Yeah, let me rotate real quick so that I can get some sun on it. But yeah, watch the mechanics of the gear here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So they clipped a little bit, but I mean, I don't know. It's just, that's the sort of stuff I love about this game. Alright. Let's see. So, I thought I saw earlier a public... Okay, somebody in a little ship. So this is the Aurora. Somebody's over here, and I could be totally mean and... Oh wait, that's not an... Oh yeah, that's the Aurora. So that's that base one. He ran away right away because he probably thought I was going to shoot him. But I'm totally just checking out his ship. So anyway. So we're going to go to Grimhex. Grimhex is the newest location. And that's probably, if you want planetary landings, that's probably the coolest place right now, or the closest place to planetary landing right now that you can get to. Right now, this whole world is on one server too. So, well, I mean, there's multiple servers, so it's like 30 people, but all these locations are on the server that I'm on. So that's why we're getting such low frame rates right now. Is that eventually it's going to be all the players on one server, and there'll be multiple servers rendering out like all these different locations, and that will make it so that we're not loading all the asteroids at yellow, which is where we're going right now, at the same time as Port Olisar, at the same time as Korea, and all these other locations that you're seeing, and all the players wherever they are. And they're saying it could be like 1,000 players. It's just absolutely nuts. So yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it's rendering out like all these asteroids, all the information of where these asteroids are and other players. So we came in lower than I was expecting. Let me see, where am I? Was I upside down? Yeah, okay. So this is Grimhex right over here. The only reason I know is because I've been there. So I'll kind of show you what I meant by kind of planetary landings. We'll go, and before we hit up Grimhex, I'll fly over by these big old asteroids over here. The game does crash every once in a while. Crashes for some people a lot more than others. It hasn't. Like, I've been getting a good hour, 2 hours worth of play at least before it's been crashing. Sometimes it'll crash on death. We're gonna go pick a fight with that guy there too, but I want to see. I keep forgetting because they changed up my... Okay, cycle countermeasures is G. Alright, and then gimbal lock is right alt J. So yeah, you'll see here we're heading towards these big asteroids, right, in this area. And you'll see what I mean. And these are tiny scale. I'm sure did you see the 3.0 demo? Whoa. Hey, there's something. So, the only way to stop this from happening is to get out of your ship and get back in. So that right there that you saw, it's called rubber banding, and that is a product of server desync. So, it just happens every once in a while. It should. Hopefully we'll be good now, and we'll be able to fly around like normal. Alright, so, hello. Loading up. Oh man. Oh, here we go. We're back in business. Whoa. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna fly over to these asteroids right here, and I'll show you like just how big these things are. They don't look that big. It does take some time to travel. It's pretty cool how much time. Like, I can't imagine with 3.0 coming out how long it's gonna take just to like go around one of these planets. They were saying like maybe days even, which is absolutely nuts. But I mean, it's a whole planet. With this, just with this moon right here, so you can see the moon to our left. you know, it's a full-on, full-size moon. Like you can actually fly all the way around this moon. Um, I think it takes like 25 minutes or something, or maybe more than that, just to get all the way around. I mean, you can tell I'm going at full speed right now. Hey, how's it going? If I can help you with something? Can I help you in a minute? Okay. Spraying funny. Okay. Do we have any vinegar? Soak the head in vinegar for like 5 minutes. It should fix it. Alright. If that doesn't work, I'm going to have to run in a bit here to help her out. She's got a spray paint bottle that's not spray painting consistently. It's like, yeah, sputtering and stuff, so probably just a clogged nozzle. Anyway, so yeah, you can see how long it's taking just to get to these. We're eventually going over there, but yeah, and I guess they use kind of a form of procedural building, but most of these asteroids are all built by hand, which is pretty cool too. That's what's going to separate it really from No Man's Sky is, you know, they use procedural generation, but they don't use only procedural. They'll like develop a planet with procedural generation, and then they'll go in by hand and use some cool like painting techniques and stuff that they've developed to put like the different trees and, you know, make it part of desert or add weather, and it's gonna have like weather and all that stuff in it, which is gonna be absolutely amazing. Um, the giant gas giants are gonna have just huge cloud systems that you fly through, and you're gonna mine gas and stuff like that from those. Oops, I'm all in. Oh, so I got some pirates here. So you can see though just how enormous just these asteroids here are, and these are kind of some of the smaller ones to be totally honest. But they're pretty impressively big. Alright, let's go kill this pirate just for the sake of it. Alright, I'm going sideways really fast. So you never want to go, if you're learning to play this game, you never want to go in a straight line. Whoa. Because they'll hit you. They'll ram you. Yeah, you can just pull it off. So just pull straight up on the... Yeah, you want to do it in a good place. Uh-oh, now I've lost my spot. Okay, there's the planet. Alright. So... in cruise mode, you don't have quite as much control, so I'm in cruise mode, but I'm going to be getting pretty close to some of these things. The bigger ships you can walk around. If you're brand new to this game, the ship's interiors are like 100% explorable, which is awesome. Okay, there's Grimhex right down there. So I thought we had, let's see if I can get a mission for the public enemy. Oh, it looks like the public enemy has been vanquished already. Hopefully there'll be somebody over here killing people and I'll be able to join in on that. I would speed this up if I could, but this is as fast as my ship will go. But yeah, I mean, it's already fun and there's just almost no content. There's different modes. for both like PvP in ships, and then the next patch that comes out 2.6 is going to add a PvP first-person shooter thing called what is it called? I can't remember what it's called, but Star Marine. That's what it's called. So the next patch is going to add content called Star Marine. So there'll be that to do, and then it's also going to add different player avatars. So you'll be able to have that perfect face that you've always wanted. Alright, so I'm going to end up with a criminal rating here if I'm not careful. I'm just basically going here to kill pirates because, you know, what fun is it to be a pirate if nobody's trying to kill you? Right? And you gotta be careful of these lines here, and I gotta remember that G is the switching my countermeasures, because that's new. Alright, so this guy doesn't look horribly dangerous. He's not firing, so I like to fire on unless provoked, because otherwise I'm the pirate then. The X key is your space break. It's kind of cool. Alright, so this is probably as close as you can get to landing on a planet right now. So there's different sections of this, and I have to be... Oh, I do that all the time. So they made the Alt key... That's stupid. Oh, I'm sorry. They made the Alt key the modifier key, and so if you hit Alt and then you push the view change key, the view change key is F4. So, and obviously Alt F4 closes your game. But I'm going to try something. I think I can get there faster just because I know a little trick. And this trick may completely backfire. But what I'm going to try doing, and it's probably going to kill me, is I'm going to try using quantum travel for just long enough to be able to jump out of quantum travel before I like go 10,000 kilometers past it. And then the catch is if I get way past it, then I'll hit the edge of the universe and my ship will explode and I'll die again and I'll have to do it all over again. So it's risky, but not as risky as pushing Alt F4. So yeah, let's see. So yeah, Avenger. I would say after the Avenger, man, you know, it's a leap after the Avenger because the Avenger is just so good. It kind of depends where you want to go at that point because you start getting into ships that are just purely for one type of thing. You know, are they purely for exploration or purely for cargo or purely for combat? The Avenger's kind of, in my opinion, the last real like multi-purpose ship. You can get the Freelancer, which is kind of a multi-purpose ship, but it's you know, it's nowhere near the maneuverability of the Avenger. So you could go for a Cutlass, because the Cutlass is really awesome, and honestly, I'll probably get a Cutlass eventually, but right now it just has some issues with it. So it's kind of, you know, like like bugs with it, I should say, not issues. Like it's a great ship, but it has some bugs, some control-oriented bugs that will just drive you nuts. Hmm. Well, I'm sorry. Let me see. I'm gonna have to kill Star Citizen and restart from scratch. I didn't relaunch the launcher, so we'll try this one more time. Whoops. Alright. So once we get in, it should log me in right away. Should be real quick. Alright. So my boss of the job that I work at is number one from Star Trek. The what was his name in the show from Next Generation? It was not Picard, but the next guy. His real name's Jonathan Frakes, I know that. But so I would just for hours I'd get that song stuck in my head. Like sometimes it was embarrassing because sometimes I'd walk by him and I'd be, and you just don't know why you're singing it because you work with the dude every day. And anyway, but he's a really nice guy. Man, but I can't. Riker, that's his name, Commander Riker. There we go. So I suppose at the sake of losing a ship, because the problem with the multi-crew ships right now is they're not very agile, kind of slow. But I think with the risk of losing one, because this is a quick trip, I think I will take a Constellation. Actually, well, you probably saw the Freelancer already in the demo. So yeah, let's take a Constellation. Just because it's cool. Wait a minute. What did I have there? Oh, Merlin. Okay. Whoops. You have to push the F key to get it out, in and out of stuff. Which is... I always hit escape and that puts you into the menu. Alright, still wearing my spacesuit. Do 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 do. And here's the Constellation. And it is badass. So the risky part about running a big ship like a Constellation is that if somebody gets on here with you, they can shoot you. So there's no lock-in mechanics yet. They will be implemented. We've been told they'll be implemented before too long. But for now, every time you get in here, you're risking your life. You got your beds in here. There's more to the ship that way. Just a little thing. But I gotta get to the cockpit because otherwise somebody's gonna hop on here. So here we go. Gotta get in the air.
Takeoff complete.
There we go. All right.
Landing gear raised. Stand by. Scanning.
All right. Here we go. And so, just because we're flying doesn't mean anything's changed. I could still get out of the seat and walk back and go all the way to the very back.
Random ship. Come in, random ship. Hi, welcome to the neighborhood.
Alright.
Second class junior cartographer Tessa Bannister reporting in. I'm the eyes behind all the ICC scan probes in the area.
We're gonna head back over here and then I'll see if I can do a quick little warp.
See you. Right now. Anyway, there was actually a reason I weren't called. I'm sorta not allowed to leave my post. Important jump point scanning.
Alright, here's the big
I was hoping
big
you might
test.
help me with something. If you had a second, could you check out these coordinates?
Oops. See. Here we go. Good enough. Good enough time, if any, because there's nobody around me yet. So you can go out. Your friend can get in the upper or lower turret there. You can head all the way back into here. Around, you can see your missiles. There's all the missiles I got. You can come back here. And in the back you have another ship that you can, well, you'll eventually be able to take off. Right now you can't. You can fly the ship around on its own, but you can't actually take off with it right now. It's called the Merlin. So yeah, and then you can just come on back and hop back in your pilot seat. This ship is, as I said, it's slow. It's not as fun to fly around right now, but it's got some beastie shields on it. I don't know if it's gonna let me do my quantum travel thing. It's not. That's a bummer. Alright. I don't even know how fast this thing can go. It's gonna seem like we're standing still, trying to make it over there. Oh man, it's flying. A whole 470 meters per second compared to like way faster. I think 830 is the fastest fighter right now, which is the Gladius. I want to say. Yeah, I think it's the Gladius. Gladius drifts a bit, but it's much better now. It's a cool ship. It's if you're a subscriber, the Gladius is free to fly right now. The missiles on it are insanely awesome.
Shields max. Stand by for shields.
Shields max. Nice. I don't know how we whoops. No, we don't want that. Alright, how do I do it? Okay, there we go. So you can switch your weapons to the different controls. So I could set these two. So this is button 1, button 2, right? Or weapons group 1, weapon group 2. Missiles. Arm missile. Let's arm 4 of those. And 4 of those. Power. You can designate power to the different shield groups, which is pretty awesome. Or, sorry, weapons, shields, and thrust. So if I wanted it all in weapons, I could pull it over here. If I wanted it all in thrust, I could put it back here. All in shields, I could put it over there. It's pretty good for what we want. Got your components. These aren't really integrated yet, so they don't help you out too much. Your shield, you can designate all the power to the front shield, or left or right, or whatever shield. So let's see. Then you got your targeting screens you can choose. Yeah, you can pretty much put whatever you want on any of these things. This is pretty cool. We don't have a target selected yet, so there won't be anything on that. This is more target information. Your co-pilot would be over there, and they could basically take any of these and they can, tweak your shields, for instance. So if you're taking a lot of damage in your front shield, they can put power in your front shields, or if you have no shields, they can put all power into your shields, and you can just like up and run, because no power to your shields is no bueno. And yeah, I feel like we're probably going to get blown up by this guy just because I've never tried to maneuver a giant ship like this in an asteroid field. And I haven't even flown this thing for a while now, because it's got kind of a problem. If you hop out of it, you can't necessarily hop back in it in space because of the desync. But that should, famous last words, that should all clear up towards 3.0. Because they're not doing any work on the network, really. They're doing little things, but nothing big on the network right now, because they don't want to have to write it all over again. So hopefully 3.0 in December will fix that. You never know, though. 2.6 might fix some of it too. So we'll see. This is the first iteration of this 2.5 patch. So there will likely be a 2.5.1 as well. But maybe not. You never know. This has been a pretty clean patch, actually, for how much is going on. So now we're getting there. I will not put all L4. But here's the ship from the outside view. If you're sitting in the cockpit, you can do a spin around view of your entire ship. So you can see how, what in the world is going on there. Oh, cool. I've never noticed those before. Those little wings that come out like that. That's cool. Huh. I don't know that those... Maybe they didn't, I just didn't notice it. I think those might be new. Are those new? Anybody play this? Are those, the ones in the middle there, coming out as wings? I don't know if those are new or not, but, man, that beautiful ship. And you got you can see the missile platforms are open there. Up on the top, there's the 4 ports that you're watching. You got your guns on the top and on the bottom. They can all be blown off. Alright, so let's go back inside. Just from the inside. And we're almost to Grim Hacks. I gotta start flying down a little bit here. It takes a long time for this ship to slow down. So if you're thinking about getting one, that's another thing to keep in mind. It doesn't turn on a dime, and it doesn't slow down on a dime. So we'll see. I'd love to kill this public enemy, though, just for the sake of it. But I'm a much bigger target than he is. We're almost to the part. We're almost there. Don't drink and fly, by the way. It's bad call. In fact, don't drink at all. Anyway. All right. Now remember, everybody, I'm not traditionally a mouse and keyboard flyer, so if this goes horribly wrong, it probably has nothing to do with it. It probably has everything to do with me just not being very good. But I will blame it on not being a mouse and keyboard user. So, alright, this is Grim Hex. We're almost there. Let's see if we can get the jump on this guy.
Stand by. Scanning. Stand by.
Okay, that's
Scanning.
not him. Maybe it is. We'll see. We'll see. We're almost close enough. I want to kill that public enemy if I can, just because. I should have picked up some gunners for my top and bottom turrets. That would have helped out. Every little tiny bit helps. He must be in a smaller ship, because I can't seem to target him. Alright, is this guy coming back around? I can't tell. Don't think so. So the public enemy, he must be outside somewhere. Maybe we will get really lucky and he'll be standing outside and we'll just be able to nuke him.
Stand by. Scanning.
Oh, nope, there he is.
Radar contact.
Alright. There he is.
Radar contact.
He's red. Alright, here we go. So this is Grimhex. If you haven't seen it, it's really awesome.
Weapons system. Stand by. Forward shield. Radar contact. All shields damaged. Stand by. All shields. Starboard shield damaged. Stand by. All shields. Stand by. All shields.
What the heck is even hitting us?
Stand by. All shields. Stand by. All shields.
That had to hurt. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. As I said, not great with this ship. Alright.
Starboard shields damaged. Stand by. All shields. Eye shields damaged. Stand by. All shields. Target acquired. Stand by. All shields.
Alright. Let's see if I can do that.
Starboard shield damaged. Stand by. All shields. Stand by. All shields. Front shield damaged. All shields damaged. Starboard shields damaged.
Oh, these aren't working at all, are they? Oh, he's bugging out already, huh? Oh man. I'm not gonna run though. If he blows me up, he blows me up. Okay, well maybe not, because these are totally lagged out. Let's see. There we go. hitting him, but just not doing any damage. Alright. Man, oh man. Oh, I'm gonna get annihilated by this little puke. The little, so I think they're, because you guys can see it, I'm right on him, but apparently they don't match up to the blip, which is a bummer because I want to kill this guy. And now I see why everybody was complaining about this earlier. Let's try this. Okay. So I switched it into this is a really, really hard way to do this. But maybe. Alright. So he's taken out most of my weaponry already because of a weapon glitch here. And oh, there we go. Alright, well, I'm not gonna be a jerk and complain. Okay, yeah, I am, because he's, okay. Anyway, I was going to... Anyway. He did some good flying. I was totally gonna just let him have it, but now we're going to show him a different type of fight. Oh, well. Why it's alpha? Really? Oh, come on. Whew. That's why I know where you're all from, but it is hot here. It is very hot here. Alright, let's see if I can do this here.
Launch complete. Landing complete. Launch complete. Landing gear recharged. Begin scan. Proximity alert. Head.
Alright, so where's ICC? There we go. Obstructed? No, it's not. That's a weird one. Alright.
Welcome back to the probe. If you have a second, could you check out these coordinates? Scans are saying something's there, but can't ID it.
Alright. Alright. He should be coming. So I forget I'm streaming, you guys. If I'm silent, just type something and remind me that I'm supposed to be entertaining. Now I'm just in butt kicking mode. Alright. I'm just waiting. He's apparently restocking his ammo. So, should be coming from probably this Cryastra right here, I would think. We shall see. This is a pretty cool ship if you haven't seen it before. Alright. Now watch, now that I called this guy out, he's gonna turn out to be really good, but he's in. Interesting. Oh, so that's a flare off. What is that off of? Oh, that's awesome. So the Cryastra station over there is flaring. I don't know if I can get it to do it. I can. But that's, that just shows another level of detail on this. Like, somewhere over there is Cryastra station. And if you get it to hit the sun just right, it will flare. So I've never actually PvP'd really in this one too much either. I mostly PvP'd in the standard Hornet. And so if you're looking to PvP, I'd say the standard Hornet's a really good one. The Super Hornet, of course, is the ship of the hour. This one is supposedly pretty good. I just finally set a couple weapons up on it. Man, what is with this? Ah, so it's 2-on-1, eh? Man, this is acting weird. Is my ESP still on? What is happening? Oh, it's a glaive. So I don't have a lot of the controls that I should have. So like, it should be showing me his distance and stuff. He's faster than I am, so not much I can do about that. Oh, of course he's gonna try ramming again. So we're just gonna strafe as we go. Oh, he's only got one gun left. Actually, what's he even in? I think there's another guy on me. Ah, yes, the Vandal is back. All right. I think this Vandal might be bugging out. Yep, Vandal ran away. They do that. They're not a very good ship so far. Oh man, this is so much harder than I'm used to. I think my ESP is off, because it normally doesn't shake around quite so much. What is he even in? Is it an M50? He's flying. I'm getting like 18 frames a second, too. Problem with the faster ships when you're battling them is they also don't register hits. I need my joystick back. Or at least my HUD back. Oh, maybe I got my ESP back. No, not quite. So what ESP does is it's a precision mode, and it makes it so that you don't overshoot them so easily. Oh. Alright, well you guys, I'm gonna repair my ship, and then I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. We got him, he got far more damage on me than he should, but this server is bad, you guys.
Welcome to Cryastro Station. What can we do for you today? Cryastro offers competitive rates on quantum fuel. Landing. Would you like to refill your tank? Landing gear retracted.
Oops. Alright. I got a lot of damage. I don't even know if I can repair it. I might have to go do some missions.
Landing request approved.
Oops. Alright, here we go. Oops.
Landing complete.
I'm coming. Alright guys, I gotta log off. I have a pretty lady looking at me, wanting me to help her with stuff. So thanks everybody for watching. I'll try to stream more often. I haven't been doing it so much, and I'll try to get my joysticks going so that I can actually fly this thing because I'm horrible with the mouse. But anyway, take care, Armored Citizen. Please like and subscribe and comment on the video, and let me know what you'd like to see next. Take care, everybody.